Now let's bring in Bish Johnson, his spokesperson of the Niger Delta Youth Forum. Thank you for joining us tonight on TVC News. Quite a number of probes like these have happened in the past. However, opinions remain divided as to whether or not they have impacted significantly on government anti-graft purpose. Let's begin with your opinion as regards what transpired today.
Good evening, and thank you for having me. I think what transpired today and what has happened throughout the course of this investigation is that a lot of revelations have been made which have justified our position that the funds that is being allocated to the Ministry of Niger Delta Affairs, Niger Delta Development Commission, has not been judiciously used for the good of the people of the Niger Delta. If you listen to all the dramatics personnel that are involved in this whole investigation, everything points to one thing, and that is that the funds allocated to the NDDC have not been judiciously utilized for the good of the people. Now, there's a lot of information that has been revealed in the course of this investigation, but our concern is because, as to the extent that I know, the National Assembly is incapacitated in enforcing the outcome of its resolutions. It will merely do some recommendation to the executive, and so our concern is when the National Assembly does make those recommendations, what next?
But do you agree that, Mr. Johnson, do you agree
like
that we are indeed making progress? Because all of this is happening in the public glare. I mean, the proceeding and, of course, the investigation, the probe of the National Assembly. It's happening in such a way that everyone is being carried along. There are certain opinions that we've never had this done in the past in relation to the Niger Delta Development Commission.
There is no doubt about it. I think a lot of progress has been made. I watched it live on your network as the investigation unfolds. So to me, that is a lot of progress. And Nigerians, if you go to the social media, the whole of social media has been lighted up, with the whole probe and the investigation ongoing. So to me, that is progress. Okay? But I do want this probe, the outcome of this probe, not to die, just like all the previous probes or commissions or investigations that we have done in the past, that after the investigation, they will just leave them in the shelf and they will collect dust there and nothing will happen. We would like to see action on this. We would like to see the taxpayers' money wasted in conducting this investigative session. We would like action to be taken so that so that we can justify the legislative time and resources that has been expended in this investigation.
I get your point. Bish Johnson, a spokesperson, Niger Delta Youth Forum. Thank you for talking to us tonight.
Thank you.